Hello. Merry Christmas to you. It's Tuesday, and we're here to talk about new video games coming out. I've got my booze, and I've got my hat with the little tassel, and I've got my glasses, because that's the trademark, right? I'm wearing this Hawaiian-ish shirt because it's ironic. Alright, here we go. Top game of the week, Cyberpunk 2077. One of the most anticipated games of 2020 is finally here, and it's not even going to be 2020 for another 20 days. So, I guess they messed up. It'll probably be on my 2021 list because I know you're all dying to know what games I loved each year, right? So. Next, Call of the Sea came out on PC, or it is coming out for PC, Xbox One, and Series X and S. Next, it's a rare, not a rare game. It's a rare Microsoft console exclusive, so keep that in mind. It's gonna be on Game Pass too. Next, Puyo Puyo Tetris Dos coming out for PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, Xbox One, and the Series X and S. It's a walking sim similar to Gone Home and Firewatch, so if you like those games, check it out. For all you VR fans, we've got Medal of Honor Above and Beyond for the Oculus and Steam VR. This is the first Medal of Honor game to come out in 8 years, so if you're a fan of that series, congratulations. But if VR makes you sick, Okay. Ports and re-releases. The Anapurna Interactive Deluxe Limited Edition Collection is coming out for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Is that right? No, I think it's just PS5. Anyway, it's going to contain many of the Anapurna Interactive games, including Whatever Happened to Edith Finch, what else? Sayonara Wild Hearts, one of the best games I've ever played. And a few other titles. It's 6 or 7 altogether. You should check it out. It's $200. You can afford that right now, right? Yeah, why not? I've got $200 just laying around to spend on that shit. Speaking of more stuff to spend your money on, Destiny 2 is coming out for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. Space Invaders Forever is a 3-game collection of classic Space Invaders games, including one where you mix up Arkanoid and Space Invaders, so that might be cool. Doom Eternal is hitting the Switch this week for all of you on-the-go Demon Slayers. Collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend is coming out for Switch this week as well. It collects the 3 old Final Fantasy Legend games from Game Boy into one package for your Switch. Yeah. Also coming out, Watam, which is going to be in the Anapurna collection, but you can buy it on its own. I've had so much alcohol. You can buy it on its own for your PC through Steam, because it was on the Epic Games Store exclusively for a year, but now you can buy it knowing full well that I guess China is not stealing your personal data. Bit Trip, Core, Fate, Flux, Runner, Void, and Beat is coming out on the Switch Christmas Day. Oh, what a glorious Christmas if you're a Bit Trip fan, and I am, so I'm going to get them. Expansions, we have Neo 2, The First Samurai, coming out on PlayStation 4. This is the final expansion for Neo 2, and that game is really great. If you haven't played it, you definitely should. I'm going to drink more of this. Everything else. Unto the End is coming out for PC, PlayStation 4, Stadia, Switch, and Xbox One. MXGP 2020 is coming out for PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Series X and S. Abyss of the Sacrifice is coming out for PC and Switch. Airborne Kingdom is coming out for the PC on the Epic Game Store. Override 2 Super Mech League is coming out for PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Switch, Xbox One, and Series X and S. So many goddamn platforms now. Notable releases: 10 years ago, Back to the Future The Game Episode 1 came out for the PC. It was Telltale's probably biggest license at the time, and it was great. You know, if you are a point-and-click adventure game fan, I say check it out. If you're a Back to the Future fan, I say check it out. And if you're not a fan of either of those, you can ignore it completely. 20 years ago, we had Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. It was the sequel to a sequel, but we didn't get the sequel in America, so it's just our sequel. Does that make sense? "30 years ago, we got Star Tropics for the NES, a rare Japanese-made game by Nintendo. It's a first-party game, but it didn't come out in Japan. It only came out here in America. Booyah, bitch! It's like a Zelda-style RPG with like Blaster Master top-down action. It's okay, you know, not bad, not great. You can get it on the Switch through their online service. If you pay for that, it's on the NES app. It's free. It's a good game. Check it out. Also, 30 years ago, we had Commander Keen in Invasion of the Vorticons for PC. Excuse me. That was one of the first, if not the first, PC game to ever feature side-scrolling. See, before that, you either had like stuttering screens, or you could scroll but only in one direction. You couldn't go back and forth or up and down. But this game was the first to actually do that on PC. And it was created by John Carmack, John Romero, and Tom Hall. 3 guys who would go on to create id Software, one of the most important and influential PC developers of the 90s. The success of Commander Keen allowed them to basically do whatever they wanted. The game was a massive success, and with the money made from that, they were able to make Wolfenstein 3D and Doom and Quake, and like I said, completely revolutionize not only PC gaming but all of gaming. If you're playing a first-person shooter today, it's because Commander Keen was a success. Finally, 40 years ago, we had another kind of groundbreaking game in its own right, Zork 1, a text-based adventure game for PC that featured no graphics whatsoever. It was purely typing text at a command prompt to explore a vast underground dungeon full of monsters and traps, and it was so popular that it was the #1 selling PC game of 1982, and was used by computer stores to basically prove the power of IBM processors, which is insane to think that a text-based game with no graphics would be used to push the power of a PC. But anyway, it's actually a really fun game. It's on Steam, and it's pretty cheap. You should check it out. I gotta go because this thing caps at 10 minutes, but I hope you all have a very, very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday, and a wonderful new year. Here's looking to 2021. I gotta go. Bye.